What's good, YouTube? Be back with another video. So we watching caseoh reacts to the ocean is way deeper than you think. And I guess in the video he about to watch had 49 million views. So we'll react to it.
The ocean is way deeper than you think. 49 million views.
Let's go some water on me.
Hello and welcome to Can You Gift It?
The ocean is really, really deep. Deeper, in fact, than most of us realize. If you were to shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep. 3/4 of our planet is already covered in water, though, and it goes a lot deeper than just 2 miles. Let's start with a sense of scale. This dot right here is the size of an average human. This slightly larger
Wait, this is the music that Mr. Ballin plays in his intro. I immediately recognize this. Chat, anybody else recognize this music? This is the music from Mr. Ballin's intro.
Covered in water, though, and it goes a lot deeper than just 2 miles. Let's start with a sense of scale. This dot right here is the size of...
Yeah, hold on, my bad for pausing it.
This nigga, bro.
This dude in the chat just said... This dude in the chat just said 5 ads, bro. I can't keep doing this.
Hey, real shit. Hey, real shit. Hey, bro. Real shit. I be trying to watch Twitch streamers, bro. Twitch streamers, they hit you with like 17 ads at one time. It's like, bro, the fuck is this? This works at YouTube. Like, real
What
shit,
do you
bro.
mean you can't keep doing this? Like you about to have a breakup or something. What are you talking about?
They having a mental
He
breakdown.
said 5 ads, bro. I can't keep doing this.
Bro, this nigga hurt.
What? Buddy, you gonna have to sub, man. That's just all there is to it, dude.
Real shit, you sub, bro.
Yo, Bree with the 5 gifted. W Bree with the 5. Thank you.
I can't keep doing this, bro.
Lock in.
an average human. This slightly larger dot is the size of an elephant, and this is the size of the largest ship ever built, the Mount Nevis. With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we find out. The first milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth.
Can we use feet, please? Like, can we...
Real shit. Meters.
Chats, what's 40 meters to feet? Like 150? 120?
allowed for recreational scuba diving. A little further down at 93 meters is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which means that it sank in water shallower than it is long, so if the ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water.
Then won't they pull it out the water?
Yeah, it gonna break apart. Like, with a lot of shipwrecks, when they fall in the water, like the water and erosion, and animals will build lights, like lights on them. Animals will put eggs and shit there. People, fish will make that boat their new home and shit. So if it takes so long to find a boat, like years to find a boat, there's no point in pulling it up because it's gonna break. It's just gonna break apart. It's gonna just scatter across the ocean. It's just gonna cause more damage. Animals already got lives there. Animals already put plants and eggs there. New habitats went there. Just leave it alone. At that point, just leave it alone. It's already caused the damage. So
why not rescue it?
Just slightly deeper than that, at 100 meters, is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because of deep...
It doesn't work like that? Yeah, it does. They
No, it
can
doesn't.
easily get this ship off the bottom of the ocean because it's not that deep. They can't do that with the Titanic, but they could do it with this one.
it will break apart.
Depression sickness. But that didn't stop a man named Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving world record at a depth of 214 meters.
What?
This
White
guy
people.
swam down to this level with just one single breath. But a little further down,
Oh, he
at
tripping.
332 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named Ahmed Gabir. If he had swam down another 111 meters, then he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater. And a little further than that, at 500 meters below the surface, we arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales, the largest creatures on the planet and also the limit of the U.S. Seawolf class nuclear submarine. At 500
Nuclear submarine? What?
That dude went. Oh, bro, I recorded this shit and y'all not even there. I don't give a fuck. Oh, damn, my bad, y'all. Oops.
135 meters, we can witness the maximum dive
Hey,
depth
what
of
you draw me?
on the planet at that. This guy swam down to this level with just one single breath. But a little further down at 332 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named Ahmed Gabir. If he had swam down another 111 meters, then he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater. And a little further than that, at 500 meters below the surface, we arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales, the largest creatures on the planet and also the limit of the U.S. Seawolf class nuclear submarine. At 500
Nuclear submarine? What?
That nigga dove deep, bro.
135 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins, and this is when we must bring up the intensity.
Penguins can go deeper than a whale?
That's crazy. And, you know, penguins can't even breathe underwater. They cannot breathe underwater. They go that fucking deep.
Limit of the U.S. Seawolf class nuclear submarine. At 535 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins, and this is when we must bring up the intensity of water pressure. At this level below the surface, the water pressure exerted on a person or the penguins
If you pause
would be roughly
one more
equivalent to a
time.
polar bear so further down.
What you gonna do, huh?
Caseoh stupid. What you gonna do?
Funny. The man has
Okay.
jokes.
What the fuck you gonna do? I'm gonna pause whenever I want to pause.
Or the penguins would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So further down the depths at 830 meters would be the height of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world.
Yeah.
Damn.
Once we hit 1,000 meters below the surface, we begin to enter the scary zone. Light from the surface
Buddy,
can no longer reach beyond this point.
Nigga, we've been in scary zone ever since we got to that first shipwreck. I've been in scary zone.
So the rest of the ocean below is shrouded in permanent darkness. On top of that, the water pressure you would experience at this point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus, meaning that you would die very quickly.
Yep.
You would also meet the giant squid at this sea level if the water pressure didn't already kill you. At 1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle, and further down
My
at 1,800.
gosh! They can't breathe underwater either! They be diving deep!
28
Turtles
meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon were it to be underwater with us. Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like the ominously named black dragonfish, a carnivorous
what?
beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted through it. Meaning that since we're in total darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with a
That
flashlight.
ugly
A
motherfucker,
little
bro!
further
And
down,
they say they've only explored like 5% of the ocean.
That's crazy.
Or 10%,
That's
whatever
crazy.
it is. Can you imagine what's in the ocean that they ain't even found yet?
Bro, there gotta be aliens down there. There have to be literally, like, they have to already found aliens or like a living life force down there, bro. NASA went to the ocean first. They hit the bottom, then went directly into space. But something's down there, bro.
Like, bro, imagine, dude.
At 2,250 meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening colossal squid. Sperm whales often have sucker marks and
R.I.P.
scars left on their bodies from battles with the colossal squid that likely take place at these incredible depths. The squids themselves can grow to be 14 meters long and weigh up to 750 kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate and razor-sharp sickles in the middle of their tentacles. So yeah, good luck with that down there. Way further down at
Them
3,800
squids,
meters, we
man.
can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic. And a bit past that, at 4,000 meters, we start to enter the abyss.
Hey, it's over for the Titanic. Nigga, it's over for the Titanic. They're not getting no research on that shit.
Zone of the ocean. Water pressure is
The
at an
void.
astonishing 11,000 pounds per square inch down here, and there are numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these depths.
That's what I'm saying. Is alien, like, then it makes it crazier. It's like when you go in the water, the farther down you closer you get to the Earth's core, and the lower you go, the more pressure it is. But like when they talk about space, it doesn't seem like the higher you go in the sky, or the more you go up, the more pressure there is. There's less pressure. So I'm like maybe, I don't know, maybe because the gravitational pull is pulling towards the Earth core, and the closer you get to the core, the more pressure because the gravity is pulling in. Maybe that might be the thing. I don't know, but that's some questions.
Such as the fangtooth, anglerfish, and viperfish.
Man, them
Down
things
at
ugly.
4,267 meters is the average depth of
Ugly,
the ocean,
bro.
where you would normally expect to hit the floor, but there are parts of the ocean that go significantly deeper than even this. At 4,791 meters rests the wreckage of the battleship Bismarck, sunk during World War II.
Hey, fun fact. Never mind. I thought this. I can't remember. Yeah. I used to know the name of the deepest shipwreck ever, and I thought this might have been it for a minute.
Way down at 6,000 meters is the beginning of the Hadal Zone, named after the underworld Hades itself. The
Oh,
water
jeez.
pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface, which is roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp, or a single person carrying the weight of 50
Okay.
Boeing 747 jumbo jets.
Man.
Down at these depths, you would be crushed immediately without any outside protection, but life still exists down here in various strange forms.
The
At
blobfish.
6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to, a popular research
Alvin?
submarine that helped
Yeah, Alvin.
discover the Titanic. Way further down at 8,848 meters below the surface, and we have arrived at the height of Mount Everest, where it to be upside down and placed underwater.
Fun fact. Y'all don't know Mount Everest ain't the biggest mountain on the planet? Look it up.
No, it's not.
And then way further
I think it's not the biggest. I think it's the tallest, not the biggest. Matter of fact, let's look it up. Hold on, let's look it up. It said biggest mountain by elevation is Mount Everest. Or technically, the largest mountain is Mauna Loa. It's the largest mountain on Earth in terms of base area. So when it comes to elevation, Mount Everest is the tallest ever. But when it comes to base area, Mauna Loa is the biggest.
past even
I don't know about
that,
that.
at 10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012 during the
James
Deep Sea
Cameron.
Challenger mission. The deepest
Yes, it
point
is.
in the
No,
ocean
it's
yet
not.
reached by humans was back in 1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their Trieste submarine. It took them 5 hours to descend through the ocean to this depth, and they only stayed for 20 minutes.
I believe it.
Wait, it took them how long?
To the 916 meters using their Trieste submarine. It took them 5 hours to descend through the ocean to
5
this
hours
depth,
is
and
crazy.
they only stayed for 20 minutes before.
Chat, somebody offered you $10 million. Would you jump in a submarine and go to like the Mariana Trench?
No. Bro, no. That had one niggas died. Bro, no, bro. Like, bro, no. Y'all do that shit. Y'all have fun. Y'all do it.
$10 million.
Nope. Nope. Y'all
All
got
you
it.
got to do is get in a submarine. Somebody else is driving it.
Nope.
All you got to do is get in a submarine,
Nope.
go all the way down to the bottom,
Nope.
and come back up.
Now, unless you put me on there with like Trump. If you put me on there with the president of the United States or somebody like super high ranking, like a super high ranking, this person is one of the most protected people in the world. I'll do it. Because that's letting me know, okay, if I'm going down there with this person and they're one of the most protected people in the world, y'all about to give me the best equipment and the best travelers. Y'all about to have me die. So yeah, I'm cool. I'll do that. But just for me to get in a random boat and go down meters? Niggas tripping. Hell no. I don't care how much money you offering, nigga. No. I'm black. I don't do that shit.
10 million.
Like, we can't swim.
I see a lot of no's. But I
Hey.
see a lot of yes, too. I'm broke. 10 mil will change everything. Yeah, but that's still scary, man. You know. Yeah.
For a window cracked and they began to resurface.
Oh, real shit.
Just a bit further down from there at 10,972 meters and we reach the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner. So if you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at.
Ocean Gate wasn't even halfway as far as what them dudes did.
Finally, when we hit
Ocean Gate wasn't even a quarter. But I think Ocean Gate got to the part where the light about to cut, like the light start cutting off, like the light just couldn't reach no more, and they got crushed. Like, I think the first pressure shit, they got crushed. Yeah, they wasn't even close to the Titanic.
10,994 meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean called the Challenger Deep, right here on this map, just about 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island. However,
that's where it is?
Wow.
That's not even that far from land.
They land everywhere. What do you mean?
On this map, just about 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island. However, it is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the ocean than this that just haven't been discovered yet.
Yeah,
it wasn't until 1997, after all, that the Serena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the
I will
second...
never forgive people for talking in kilometers and stuff. Just say feet. I am begging you.
Nigga, we're American. We the ones that changed it. Like, everybody else do kilometers and shit. Americans did that. We changed it.
Deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped, leaving the other 95% to be currently a mystery. It may be only a matter of time before an even deeper part of our ocean is found, and who knows what we may discover there.
Dude.
Fried chicken,
That's some
and
shit,
wontons, and teriyaki glaze, and an egg roll. Some people...
Nah, that's some shit, bro. Good. Hey, the ocean is a scary place. The ocean is a scary place, bro. W video though.